Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with some different content than I usually make. So like you guys are used to seeing like gaming content or like Q&As, whatever. I'm here with a reaction video. I wanted to try something different to see how you guys liked the reaction videos. I'm not really sure. You know, we're just testing anything out at this point. So I had some people send me some suggestions on what I should react to. And let's just say Montana came heavy with the suggestions. So today we're gonna be reacting to this video. It's called Friends with Benefits Get Brutally Honest. It's one of the Jubilee, I think that's how you pronounce it, one of those videos. I do like their videos. I watch their videos frequently. So this one is kind of like an interesting, it's a touchy subject, I'm not gonna lie.
Going to, you know what I mean? And I'll let her know.
Like on a date or like
on a
sleep
date
with
or
someone
sleep
else.
with somebody. Yeah, it may happen.
How does that make you feel knowing that like
We're
another girl
already
can
off
come
to a bad
around?
start.
There's been girls that like even at work flirt with him and stuff, and I just walk away. I don't want to see it, you know, I block it out. I've definitely gotten the jealousy part the best of me.
Why do we take sex so seriously? Are relationships outdated, or are these friends with benefits actually hiding their true feelings for each other? I'm Kat Takahashi, and today's episode of Split Decision is about friends with benefits. Spicy. Today, we're gonna get to the truth of it all. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this. The first prompt is,
Dude was too excited.
I wasn't instantly attracted to you. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1.
Amazing got Gabriella to the school dance. Amazing
You gotta be kidding me.
At CSL
An advertisement.
Plasma.
Turn around. Ooh. You got some nods of agreement? Like, yeah, that's totally it. Jaden and Reese, you actually both disagree. You're on yes.
Yeah, so it took a second. We met at work. Don't get me wrong, I definitely find you attractive. It's just it's the insides too is what counts. So it took a second, like once I started to figure out your work ethic and you know, other things you bring to the table, that's what really attracted me to you. You know what I'm saying?
So he likes all these things about her, but she's not good enough to be his girlfriend? Okay.
How does that make you feel, hearing that?
I didn't know
Sorry,
about...
can I pause this for a second? He's like, yeah, you know, I had to see what's on the inside and, you know, your work ethic. Okay, but are you supposed to be friends with benefits or are you looking for a girlfriend? It's very confusing. Why do you really care about the quality of her character if y'all are just supposed to be fucking and then going about your day? That's confusing me, but like, okay, sir.
I thought at first, like, I was like, okay, like this is a cute boy that I work with. This is super cool. I thought he felt the same way, but after a little bit, yeah. So I think it was just like that immediate attraction of like, let's try to get this guy's number or Instagram or something.
Yeah, did you go for it?
I made the first move though, that's what I'm saying. Like she didn't, if she felt like that, she should have, you know, but I have to warm up with people in general.
She seems like a sweetheart.
So.
Brad.
Not because she's a girl
so both.
or anything.
It was right away. Spark was there.
I don't even know if we currently find each other attractive.
We probably don't right now.
Yeah.
You don't even find attractive now. You're like,
I mean,
so what are y'all doing?
We met in August, but Halloween is where it really took off.
Yeah.
I was dressed as a penguin.
I was a hot dog.
It got to the best of us, and that's kind of what
was that
off.
It was
okay, they're cute.
It was the penguin, really.
Yeah.
I just don't think we like how we look normally, like each other.
Like every person is so attractive.
Yeah, like everyone's so attractive.
We're all so beautiful.
Well, he kind of.
Everyone here.
But Halloween is just a special time.
Of the year. Like they say it's Christmas.
Attractive.
Yeah.
Ella, Caleb, the attraction was instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We also met at a costume party.
It was late at the party, and then she walks in, and I
need to go to a costume party.
It sounds so corny, but it's so true. It literally was like, who is she? I was like, what the heck?
Did you have that like spark that he mentioned where it's like...
I didn't even see him at the beginning. So, yeah.
It sounds pretty romantic.
It sounds pretty
like,
I think so.
Like love at first sight kind of thing. I'm not saying that you love her, but that's what it sounds like. So how do you go from such a strong like spark, but then y'all are just
I think this is the craziest part, is that we didn't exchange phone numbers or anything. And then we're both on dating sites. And then we both
found each other
on Tinder.
Get out.
And I was like, you're the girl from the party. And she was like, you're the man from the party.
He seems like he likes her more than she likes him.
I'm afraid a relationship will ruin what we have together. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, he hesitated.
All right, go ahead and turn around. Wow, okay. So most of us are feeling that relationship will ruin what we have. What we have is special. Gia, let's start with you.
Yeah, we're just friends. Like, we're just, nothing else. Never felt romantic attraction, so never, ever. We don't ever talk about relationships.
No, at the end of the day, like, if you had a cat, I'd take care of it.
Yeah.
But you don't.
No.
So
I like what these two have going on. I like what they have going on. Here's where my problem comes in. It's like, it works, I guess, if both parties are like numb to the whole idea of a relationship and they don't really care about, you know what I'm saying? Like, it works when everybody is like in it together. But then when the feelings get involved, that's where things start to get a little complicated for me. And the whole, if we get into a relationship, is gonna ruin what we have. Like, it like boggles my mind. I don't even know how to put it into words, but like, why do what you're doing? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't think I could just casually like be like, oh, I like you as a friend and a person, and also I want to have sex with you, but like I don't want to be in a relationship with you. Like, I just don't think I have the mental capacity for that. Like, if I find you attractive and I'm doing these things with you and I like you, like the quality of your person, I'm going to want you to be in a relationship with me. So I'm a press
don't need to.
Like, that's the only benefits we need.
We're chilling
really.
where we are.
Yeah, we're so chill.
This is like just sex.
No,
and
just friends.
Just
no,
friends.
No, we're just friends.
Yeah, I think friends is the best
just friends.
For us.
Yeah.
Huh.
For now. Forever.
Wait.
Forever.
You guys are so cute.
They're cute.
I just have to say it. I know you're not like a thing, but it's like you guys are so cute. So Tanner, you're on no.
Yeah. I said no because I was like I can't imagine us ever being in a relationship.
Yeah, that's also why I said no.
Or catching feelings.
I'm not afraid of it ruining what we have together. I just don't think we want to be.
Or if one of us started to catch feelings, we would just communicate that to the other one, and then
everybody's just so
forward.
cool about it. Like,
that's why we didn't do anything. We were just friends for like a year and a half before.
I'd be crying and on the floor.
But we've got like some sexual compatibility. So it was like a year and a half in that we were like, oh, okay, well, we can do this.
Crying and throwing
But there's
up.
nothing.
And there was never like any kind of spark, like, oh, maybe.
No.
Girl, God, no.
No, God, no.
God,
You're
no.
Like,
No, that's
Girl,
no,
God,
that's my
no.
friend.
what is it about Noah that you're like, absolutely cannot be in a relationship with?
I mean, there's nothing bad that I don't like about him, but it's like,
it's just a different dynamic. Like, you can be good friends with some, but not necessarily good roommates with them. And I think the same applies to a relationship.
So Reese, you are afraid that a relationship will ruin what you have together.
Yeah, I think that we agree on this of the fact that we've both had relationships that we were friends with the person beforehand, and now we don't have that same friendship afterwards because we just don't talk to that person anymore. So I feel like if we were to get into a relationship and something were to happen, we just wouldn't want to risk losing each other as people in our lives.
We have established a really good
cute, girl, but
friendship bond. I don't want to risk throwing that away. You know, on top of the fact, school, I have a couple other things that I have going on in my life at the moment. So, yeah, that's just one of the reasons why.
It sounds tough because you're obviously both attracted to each other, right? And you love each other as friends, right?
Yeah.
And so doesn't the whole, being intimate with each other, isn't that
never going to choose
a relationship? Is it like
even
risky
if she
that
decided
no, for
that
me,
she wanted something
because
more.
I'm set on, we've had this talk a lot actually, like I'm very set on where I'm at, and I've actually set the boundaries from the get-go when we started talking.
Pausing. She put the ball in his court. That's the worst thing you could possibly do, is put the ball in a man's court, because immediately he's never gonna choose you. You put the ball in his court, and now he's setting a pace. He's like, I got this going on, and I set the boundaries. He set the boundaries that he's talking about setting is that I literally do not want you. I want to have sex with you, and that is all this is gonna be an amount to. He probably doesn't even really like her like that. Like, he's saying it's a friends with benefit thing, but I'm definitely sure that he does not look at her like a friend. Like, this immediately, I told y'all from the beginning of the video, I immediately do not like this man, and I don't like him because I've encountered men like him before. It is not him setting, well, I guess technically you could say it's him setting boundaries, but off back, like, he was never gonna choose her, even if she decided like, hey, like, I like you more than a friend. Like, he's looking at her like an object. Like, he just wants to have sex with her. Like, the other couples kind of felt like, it was a mutual thing, and everybody was kind of on the same page. Like, oh no, like, we'll never, like, everybody was cool about it. But this particular these two right here, like, it's just it feels too one-sided, but we still got a lot of video to go, so I'm like, quiet.
From the first time we had sex, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're just friends. I have yada, yada, yada in my life I got going on. And I made that crystal clear. Even though we hang out and may function and from the outside looking in, look like a relationship, that's cool, like, you know what I mean? But I know what it is in my head, and it's not, you know what I mean? Because I know if she has a chance to catch feelings, which, you know, she may have already. And so I knew, like, you know, yeah, I have to lay those boundaries down just to be respectful, you know?
And how did you feel when
I hate him.
you know, you guys have been together a couple of times and he's just like, boom, here are the boundaries.
I told him,
like, the way he talks about her.
If you want to keep continuing this, like, I just want it to be between us. I don't want him to, like, go out and have sex with another girl, you know? So that's kind of my boundary that I had too. So I guess we kind of, like, laid out.
And how much you want to bet? Sorry, yeah. How much you want to bet he did not respect that boundary at all? He does not respect her. Like, there is no mutual respect here. It's not like me and you are friends with benefits and I respect you as an individual and I respect you as a person and I like your person and we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one-sided. I keep trying to tell y'all, he did not respect her at all. He set boundaries. She was supposed to respect them. She set boundaries. How much you want to bet he did not respect her boundaries at all? He does not care about that girl. Let's continue.
When we set that. So I was okay with it. I mean, it kind of made me sad, but then I realized, like, I need to grow myself too without a relationship right now.
So you kind of wanted.
No, y'all. She liked him and he didn't want her, so she settled. Girl, stand up. Stand up. Oh my God. Let's continue.
To turn into something more.
Yeah. I mean, I still do. It's 100% there. We talk about it all
the time.
Stand the fuck up. But he's so set on, like, I need school. I mean, we go to the same school.
Because he doesn't like you.
Same class and we do the same work. So in my head, it's like, I don't think that I'm gonna be pushing you away from that. I'm only gonna be, like, growing you.
But you just mentioned, so you are a monogamous. You don't sleep with anybody else. Is that right?
I hope so.
Well, she just said if I do, to let her know. That's what it is. So it's not necessarily monogamous. It's just like, if I see somebody, let it be known to her. I guess she'll decide if she's okay with it. But, like,
have you had to have that conversation?
Not yet. Like, honestly, no, not
yet.
Like, if I want to see somebody else, I'm going to. You know what I mean? And I'll let her know.
Like, so, on a date or, like,
on a date
sleep with someone else.
Sleep with somebody. It's not set. Like, you know, like the way I'm looking at it, if, you know, Jolly walking down the street says, hey, let's have sex.
She finna piss me off and he is finna piss me off. Okay. She's settling because she likes him. So she's just breaking herself apart, watching him do whatever the fuck and I'm angry because I've been in this position before. You're breaking yourself, watching him do whatever the fuck he wants because you know that he's never gonna choose you. You're not what he wants. He's just bored. He's just bored and he's wasting time. You are a placeholder until he decides what he really wants. Like, she's literally just holding a spot until the girl that he really wants, like, comes along. He does not give a fuck about this girl. It is brutal and heartbreaking. And so she's just sitting there, like, you could tell that she's devastated, obviously, but, like, he's a piece of shit. And you know what? A part of me wants to be like, he's a piece of shit, but she consented to whatever she got going on. So, like, at the same time, she's also a fucking idiot. So, like, not only is he weird, but you consented to this. So you're just letting him do the weird shit. Like, oh my God, let's
whatever. And she's cute. And whatever, you know, I'm gonna let her know, and, you know.
And you'll do it.
And it may happen. Yeah, it may happen.
How does that make you feel, knowing that, like, another girl can come around and if she's down to go, he's down to go?
I've gotten myself into, like, some jealousy. There's been girls that, like, even at work flirt with him and stuff, and I just walk away. I don't want to see it, you know, I block it out. And then sometimes I've gotten mad at him. I'm like, why are you talking to her? But it's not my place now that I've learned. But I've definitely gotten the
now that I've
jealousy
learned, what are you, his dog?
What was, like, the point where you decided, you know what? Keep it casual. Keep it friends with Benz.
For me, when I found out he was talking about the girls, I was like, I mean, that's cool, but, like, that's...
Oh, got you.
We're just friends then.
Oh. Were you, like, disappointed a little bit when you found out he was talking to other girls?
I didn't, like, care. I just hate when people, like, go out of their way and, like, tell you something like, hey, I'm not talking to other people, but then you are. So it was like, and we had this conversation. We had this conversation last week, and then when I said that I don't care,
she says she doesn't care
because I stopped talking to everyone.
She also settled.
And then when I found that out, I was like,
I'm like still on dating apps, but I'm not. I don't even have a girl that I'm talking to even casually.
Yeah.
Over text, in person, or anything.
The next prompt is, your friend with benefits is afraid of commitment. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1.
This makes me want to crash out.
Okay, go ahead and turn around.
I want to crash out so bad.
All right. Noah, right off the bat, you're saying yes, Tanner is afraid of commitment. Tell us more.
I've been observing a pattern throughout our friendship, not involving me, but involving a number of other people.
It's a known thing.
Go on.
I feel like you go for a lot of people who I don't think you're compatible with.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe you intentionally.
I love a man who sleeps on a mattress on the floor.
Interesting.
But you know, he's gonna treat me wrong.
And you like that?
Sure.
Interesting.
It's a trauma response.
Why is that? Why do you like a man?
Well, I don't actually like it. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's a joke.
But that's what you're drawn to.
That's what I seek, right? Because it's not gonna get me some kind of
commitment.
If a guy treats me right, I run. I'm like, oh no.
Oh, babe.
Oh, he's treating me good.
Yeah.
I really felt that. And I feel like I have to get myself out of the habit of that. When you've had so many fucked up encounters with people and you finally meet somebody who's treating you nicely, you're like, what's the catch? I feel like when I meet guys and I like notice red flags, it makes me want to continue to talk to them just so I can figure out if I'm tweaking, like if the red flag is a real red flag or not. But we're gonna continue.
Get out of here.
Wow. No, like literally.
Are you concerned?
No, I mean, I don't. He's like 24, not like 45. I'm not concerned he's gonna go to the grave with nobody in his life. I think it's maybe something to think about and examine with yourself when you're ready.
Which I do, right? I mean,
it's not gonna kill you.
Yeah.
All right, and Reese, you are on yes. You're saying yes. This is so shocking. You're on yes, really?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
what?
I'm real curious.
Jaden over here.
Why are we shocked?
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's not as deep as that. I mean, it's just like what I was thinking is, as much as like we're so connected, he doesn't want anything, and like I know that it's not just from a commitment.
We're so
point of view,
connected.
but I think that there's
You're
a little
connected.
bit of that he doesn't want
Don't
that
piss me off.
pressure, and that the pressure comes with commitment. And so like being that he can't take that pressure, I don't know if he can take the commitment. Personally, just with me, I don't know about with anyone else. Possibly like if
girl.
he really found himself compatible with someone, I bet you he could, since he has. But I believe like if he was abstinent for so long prior to me, and then it's been like this throughout the past year or over a year, it seems to me that like he just wants to stick to himself, you know, for a while.
He just does not want you.
Don't take
You're
it
just not the
personal.
one.
Like, don't mistake my like non-desire to entertain a relationship with like commitment issues. Like, I don't think I have commitment issues at all. Like,
the lights is on and nobody's fucking home.
I wanted to be in a relationship. I'd be in a relationship. I feel like, you know, simply put,
not with her.
The time and place to be dating is not right now. Doesn't mean I personally an issue with commitment. You know. And don't take it.
But for me, I feel like it's a little bit just because our connection's so strong.
I hear you.
Know?
Yeah.
For you,
no, your connection to him is strong.
Like there is an issue there.
Yeah, there is an issue for committing to me. Yeah.
I don't think an issue with commitment has to mean like it's something.
He about to start talking, but I need to say this. It's giving that she is fully aware that like the commitment problem is. It's like she's fully aware that he just does not want to commit to her, and like that's the problem. Like it's not like a oh yeah, I just want to be myself and do what I want, like, you know, like I want to focus on myself. It's not that. Like she is 100% aware that he would commit if he met somebody that he genuinely liked, and it's just not her, and she knows that, and she's still like staying here. And I want to judge, but I've been in this position before, and I get it. Like, you like him, so you're hoping that he's going to come around. He never will.
Like, just that you're not committing for whatever reason, right? Like, you're not looking to commit at this moment. It's not necessarily an issue. I'm open about that and honest with myself, and he honestly seems to be the same.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I have no issue with that. I mean, I feel like he set that pretty straight from the beginning with the boundaries. But like I've said, our connection's just so strong that it's just like okay, it seems a little bit that you might be.
Yeah, I think you also don't have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Like,
I just want to say, I don't know if I've been looking directly into the camera this entire time, but like, the camera's at a weird angle, so if I wasn't,
and you four, you're all on no, and this doesn't have to be necessarily about like your relationship with each other, but just in general. Would you still say any commitment issues, maybe just in life as a person?
GS maybe would even overcommit, like, not in that way, but like if we're ever swiping on Tinder, like I don't know if it's just me deflecting my own person onto you, but it's like planning out the next 10 years with them, and like you look at every single thing, and it's like, oh, they like cats, maybe not. Like I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, like you're 18, and it's like, oh, they want kids. I don't really know. So it's like
some people put too much information on Tinder. It's like I don't need to know what your most used app is. You know, like.
And that's gonna just hurt in the committing process.
Yeah, it's like put less info so I have less to reject you. Sorry. I've never been in like a real relationship before, ever. So I think because I haven't, it's like I'm scared of like what that might mean, you know?
Yeah.
Like what, I don't know.
So she is scared of commitment.
To get hurt. And in my head, I mean, this is like stupid, but like in my head, it's like if I get in a relationship, you're either like, it's so stupid, but you're either gonna get married one day or you're gonna break up, and I don't wanna break up because then that's gonna hurt. So I just think about the future too much. Yeah. That's like my issue. But yeah.
It's either you're gonna stay together or you're gonna
the most relationship-y relationship you've ever had? Like, is this friends with benefits your kind of first?
I've had like situationships, and then I've been scared to commit, so.
Gotcha.
With that, so then they didn't end up being real relationships. But so it's just a friendship.
And there's no reason to commit. We're both 18 right now. Well, I'm 19 tomorrow. We're both 18 right now, so it's like.
Yeah, very young.
Yeah.
They're doing their thing. That's so cute.
Wait it out.
With benefits.
Don't forget that part.
Don't forget that part.
That's what the show is.
No. Okay.
Most people don't understand our relationship. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. Right, we're confusing people here. Noah, you say yes.
I feel like people in our lives do. I feel like a lot of the general public
That's exactly
is
what I was
confused
saying
by
too.
it.
Like, I think everyone here doesn't necessarily understand but the people in our lives do.
The people in our lives do, yeah. If we meet somebody new who, especially if they don't like do any kind of sex work, a lot of times they're confused by the idea of having a prolonged friends with benefits situation that doesn't have any kind of
I get it though.
involved.
I get it.
Which I'm like, looking at you guys, I understand why.
Right, like damn. No offense.
He is so delighted to everyone's home. Look at him just twirling his hair.
A lot of you guys think it's just boyfriend and girlfriend without saying it. I don't feel like it at all. Like in my head, I absolutely know where I'm at and where I stand. I try to help her get her understanding.
I know exactly where I am and where I stand. He irritates me so bad. I hate his face. Okay, I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you talk. I don't know who this man is, but I hate him. He now has an enemy. Okay, I'm out to get you. Let's continue.
Because I've even made it clear, like, look, if this is something you're not comfortable with, like, I'm completely okay, like, with us stopping having sex. If we need to even stop talking outright for a second for you to get where you stand. Because
he doesn't care.
I'm cool with that, like, because I respect her as a person, and I want.
That is not a respect thing. Him being like, yeah, like, if we need to stop so that you can get better, like, if I need to give you space, like, he's telling you that because he doesn't give a fuck. Nobody who wants you around is going to be like, it is very simple math. It is very simple math. Nobody that wants you around is going to let you walk away. If he's like, yeah, I mean, obviously giving each other space is a good thing, and that's healthy boundaries and, like, respecting your partner. But, like, him, it just doesn't feel genuine. Like, you know, if you got to get your footing and I'll give you space. It's like he doesn't give a fuck. Like, you're expendable. That's the word for it. You're expendable. Like, you come and you go, who gives a shit? He doesn't care. So, like, I hate him.
Her to be cool. Like, if she's not okay and she's in her thoughts about this, that's not, you know, like, I don't want that to continue. And
that's, I think, a fair thing is that labels are,
Yeah, we're just really good friends. I mean, we hang out, like, all the time.
For you guys, a label is a label, a boundary is a boundary. Not everyone has to understand that as long as we do.
We've never really even, like, talked. No, I mean, like, we've talked, but, like, we just don't feel, like, romantically attracted to each other.
Like, I'd categorize it like boundary, label, and then
I am one of
understanding.
the
Like,
people.
we're us four. I think
I'm one of them.
we're getting there.
Yeah.
I think you two are getting there.
You too. You two guys.
Awkward.
You want to ask something, Reese?
Oh, how did you know that?
I could
That's
tell.
so
I could see
crazy.
it on the tip of your
Wow.
tongue.
I was just, okay, I'm trying to word it, but for you guys, the sex part of it isn't romantic. Is it just to get it, to get that?
I cannot have sex if it is not romantic. I don't understand. I cannot. Like, immediately I'm down bad. Like, immediately after the act, during the act, halfway through, at the beginning of the act, I'm sorry, as soon as we start, as soon as you get naked, as soon as I get naked, as soon as we decide that we are about to get naked, as soon as you sit on my bed, I'm down bad. Because there's no way you're going to even make it there's no way you're about to even make it to my bed without me feeling some kind of romantic attraction to you. Like, I don't want to do anything with anybody that I'm not attracted to and I don't see myself with. And that's just me, you know? That's just a me thing. I just don't understand how they're handling it mentally. Maybe I need to like rewire my brain to help me. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. Like, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they're like, yeah, like we're just friends and then we like sometimes we like have sex and that's it. You can go about your day and do what you want. Like, if I saw them on a dating app, if I saw you texting someone, if you're talking to other people in public, I'm crashing out. Like, I am. Because we play hide the pickle together. We play hide the hot dog. So, like, immediately, I don't see you as my property, but I see you as somebody that I want to keep. Like, I have this respect for you. So, like, I don't know. But my brain is wired differently. So the moment we do something together, I'm like, oh, he's my man. So yeah, I'm gonna continue.
It's
okay.
physical.
And like he's there because we're just really good friends.
Yeah,
so.
I would like to kind of reword that question for you two, and kind of
right,
with the idea that like spending 3-4 nights a week, or was it 2-3?
It's not set. Sometimes it's 3. The next week it might be none. You know what I mean? So it's not set.
That was crazy. That was funny.
It's just.
She talked about that was funny. No, it wasn't.
But that's for you two to understand, right?
Right. For sure. Yeah. I think it's so individual with each group or couple. It's just so like what their dynamic is with each other. Each person, couple is so different.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, for us, it's better because it's like we have that romantic energy when we are in that moment. But we can also like be okay with not having the romantic side of it and still being friends with each other.
Yeah, like in bed we're very romantic.
Let me shut up. I don't know these people.
I definitely think from a public view of us, how we are in public, we look like friends. Besides the fact she's the opposite gender of me, like we're not super holding hands and cuddly and schmuddly, like, you know, like we sit on the opposite side of the table when we go and eat, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who goes on a date and sits next to each other in a fucking
we
booth,
look like
sir?
we're together, but
nobody does
anything
that.
Besides that,
not even couples.
Like, you know?
Don't piss me off.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. though, you know, sometimes.
I think that's the biggest thing.
You said that's the biggest thing.
I think it just speaks volumes. Like that's how you know people are friends with benefits. And you're like,
for sure.
It's like a meme.
If you're splitting the check.
Exactly. When the waitress comes up, guaranteed they look at you and they're like, here's the
Be
$1
lucky if a nigga buys me a cheeseburger.
And they're like,
oh, they're friends with Ben.
Exactly. Enzel on the back end. Exactly.
The next prompt is, someone will get hurt when this ends. Make your split decisions in 3, 2.
He better step on yes.
Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
All right, go ahead and turn around. You want to start first, please?
Yeah, this does not have anything to do with me and Noah. I said yes about one of the other couples.
Oh, poor baby.
I'm so sorry, but that is my.
She's
that's
standing
how I
on
feel.
no.
Okay.
You're saying that when their relationship ends.
I think they're gonna be talking after leaving here of anyone that's here. Just to be straight up.
Yeah, as someone actually who not
he a little
Tanner,
interesting,
but has been in like a very similar situation before. Do you think because you like him, you're maybe continuously like placing yourself in a position where you're going to get hurt?
Thank you. Yes, idiot. Yeah, you
yes
are.
And no.
Damn bimbo.
I think that it would be an issue if he was a bad person. I think that since he's such a good person and he brings like so much value and potential to the table, just being
like
friends. I'm not getting hurt because it's friends with sex, and that's what we've established now. So yes, in a way, I keep going to these people that are like emotionally unavailable and stuff. So in that sense, yes, but at the same time, I feel like
look at him.
We just know each other well enough to understand that like that's all it is. Now, as much as like, yes, I've kind of gone through that hurt the past like year, so I think I'm sitting on no because I'm like come to terms with it now.
Yeah, I would also add that someone doesn't have to be
you
a
don't
bad
think she's gonna be hurt
in order to hurt somebody. Sometimes, you know, it just happens.
Yeah.
Because even if there's no malicious intent whatsoever.
It's
like it's not like you're accepting something that you're not okay with, or like that you shouldn't even. It's like the communication is there,
but she
and you're not under any
like she's consenting to that. She's settling.
Not like that.
The communication's there, and like the fact that he told me that I can have someone else whenever I want, kind of makes me less hurt because this whole time I haven't been anticipating a relationship with him because he's told me from the start that's not what it is.
Totally.
I can go out and talk to another guy if I wanted to. Like he's not holding me in this one area. Because if he was, then I'd be getting myself hurt and I'd be putting myself in that position. But since like we have this kind of openness, I think that we know each other in our.
Well, how about this?
This is the last thing I'm gonna say. But you're not doing that. But you're like not talking to other guys.
I know. Well, because
how would you feel if he started talking to another girl?
Oh, I would get hurt. I would get hurt. Sure. Yes.
So
but
girl, stop doing a runaround.
I'm like, yeah,
idiot. Stop doing the runaround.
In the end, that's what will probably be the thing that would end this, right?
Exactly.
You need someone else that you want to commit to.
I think overall, we are very optimistic people, and so like I just want the best for him. He wants the best for me. So yes, I'd be like, damn, he got another girl.
She
like lucky for her. That sucks. But at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, well, I'm very valuable too. Like I can go get a guy in a second, you know, like kind of deal. You know, that's my mentality.
That's how you would. Like,
yeah,
you know, that's
so
what I wanted.
I guess that's kind of where I'm at. Of like.
And you seem that you make her feel that way, right? Like it's not like she doesn't feel restricted or anything.
Absolutely.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie, they should. These two niggas in the back. This they show now.
Deep here. Okay, so
he
you
did his
said
job.
You both feel like you're really good for each other, right? And I want to ask you. You know how she feels about you. You know how her feelings are involved. Do you think that your friends with benefits relationship is good for her?
No.
I do personally because I know who I am as a person, and most importantly, I know that I've been transparent. I haven't hidden anything, and I've put it on the table in a way to where she can step back at any moment and readjust or do whatever she needs to do for herself. I think besides like the sex, obviously, the friendship and the talks and the laughs we share and things like that do help her grow as a person. There's a reason why she left where she was from before and moved, to reset and get a different set of mind. And, I think I'm helping with that, whether or not, sure there's hurt with the feelings and all that, but the reason why we stayed together been seeing each other this long is due to the benefits and we're friends with benefits. One of the benefits is like helping her grow as a person. You know what I mean? Like,
she's just talking. Like,
I feel like
I didn't retain
I'm not
any of that.
Hurting her. If anything, I think she's growing.
Sex, it complicates it, right?
It does.
Get involved.
I've actually one of the times where we realized she was catching feelings. I was set on the fact it's the sex. Clearly, it's the sex that's making you catch feelings. So we've even taken 3 weeks of.
She's caught feelings for him, and he's just like, one of the times where she was catching feelings, like that shit, you could just turn that shit off. Like, she just stopped. Their whole dynamic pisses me off. Like, it does. She didn't just stop liking you. Like, she didn't just cut it the fuck off. Like, one of the times I realized she was catching feelings because you were having sex. Like, she didn't just stop. Like, she just stopped telling you. Like, she started putting a mask on. She stopped behaving like she was catching feelings. She never stopped liking you. Like, fucking does. Ugh.
No sex. I'll go over there. We might not hang out as much, but I've gone 3 weeks not having sex, and I still go over though, and I will spend the night, and we won't have sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me personally,
she's in love with him.
Sex doesn't really affect anything. You know what I mean?
But do you think it affects her?
Oh, her.
I get that it doesn't mean much as much to you, but
I personally, honestly, I mean, I don't know. Again, she's grown a lot, but definitely at one point it did affect
in a positive
her.
direction.
You know what I mean?
You think that's
you
positive?
don't think it affects her
growth?
now, though?
It is not growing to cut feelings off for somebody that you share a bed with, have sex with, spend time with. That is not growth. That is not growing in a positive direction. He's like, she's grown a lot. Like, her catching feelings for you because y'all do shit that people in relationships do, things that you are supposed to catch feelings behind, just because she shut that off because you were uncomfortable by that does not mean she is growing. She is making backward fucking progress. That is not growth. What are you talking about? Like, she did not grow. And he's full of shit. Let's continue.
This way, yeah, had we never had sex, we probably wouldn't even be here right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I have another thing to say. His ability to be able to, a man's ability, because men are really good at this, the ability to be able to separate sex and romance is insane. And I really want to know the science behind that. If anybody can just comment and let me know, like, please let me know how you do that. I remember watching a TikTok and a guy was like, yeah, like for girls, you know, like they fall in love and like they have sex, they fall in love quickly. But with men, it's like they have sex and then he just looks at you as like a good nut, like his favorite cheeseburger, and that's about it. So like I really want to know how men are capable of doing that, like being able to separate like sex and the feeling of sex and not being able to intertwine love or romance with that. Because for women, like a lot of us, we're able to have sex and then we have this sex and we feel good and you made us feel comfortable and now we're like, oh, we want you permanently in our lives. But like, or maybe not even permanently, but we kind of cling on to that romantically. But men can just, y'all can just separate it. I wonder like how y'all do that. Maybe it's just the way the male brain is wired. So he's capable of having sex with her and not feeling anything, and I know that she's incapable of that because he just said it. Like he just said that she's caught feelings before, and again, she did not turn that shit off. I hate that for her. Let's continue.
We probably, like, she wouldn't have never, you know?
Interesting.
I have one question for you. You separated the sex from the friends, but would you be hurt by not having this good friend any longer? I feel like you, from what you've said, you're fearful of, not fearful, but in the past you've been hurt by losing a friend. Right. So would that not put you in the yes category if you would be hurt by losing the friend even without the benefits?
Oh yeah, I'd be hurt if we weren't. But what was the initial prompt?
Ooh, girl,
you don't believe that this will end with a big heartbreak.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Right, that's why he's on no.
Yeah, right. You don't believe that.
So he's like, even losing her as a friend would devastate him.
Like, just, you know.
But you have some type of feeling.
That's not how you pronounce that word.
Right?
No,
you wouldn't just leave me.
You know that. Like, I wouldn't.
And you're on yes.
Yeah.
You think someone's going to get hurt in the end?
I just, in general, like, I feel like any type of friendship, whether it was like a girl or like a guy, like, I feel like I'm a very sensitive person in that no matter what it is, you're losing someone that you spent a lot of time with, you had good memories with. Like, I feel like that's gotta hurt a little bit deep down.
Mm-hmm. And do.
I mean, it would hurt me.
But you think, like, that is going to happen in the end? Like,
unless it ends in a bad way, but then I would just be mad, which is still, you know, still hurt. Yeah. Like, I mean, I would say but it would depend on like what it was. Like, say I was talking to another girl and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna leave. I mean, like, not necessarily like a pain. Like, I'm not gonna like be over here crying over you, if I'm being honest. But I'll be like, damn, that sucks. Like,
fucking ouch, girl.
Just like she said. I mean, pretty girls out in this world.
Yeah.
Try not to think about it too deep, you know.
And that is our episode. Stay tuned for the next episode of Split.
Turn this shit off. Okay, so for the most part, we learned a lot today. I learned a lot today, and I won't lie, it's a little comforting watching other people kind of deal with what I've dealt with before, because it reminds me that I am not alone. And I just want to say this for any women who are dealing with this particular situation: if he is spending time with you and having sex with you and doing all these nice things with you, and he is deciding that he does not want to commit to you, unless you are just completely emotionally void and do not feel anything for him, he is never going to choose you. And you should not want him to choose you either way. If you meet a man and you have feelings for him and he immediately is not reciprocating the energy that you want, go find somebody that is doing that. He is never going to choose you. Like the situation that they have going on, like I said, I've been there. I've been in love with a guy and like have settled for that friends with like benefit spot just because I was scared of losing him, both romantically and as a friend, because I knew I was incapable of being just friends with him otherwise. You get what I'm like, if that makes sense. Like I knew that if we stopped having the sex and doing all of that extra stuff, that like I would just be incapable of just being his friend, because I would always want more, you know. And so I settled, and I you know that it hurts you. So like don't do what they had going on here. Don't do that. Like go find somebody who actually wants you. Okay, like you can get all the stuff that, like, realistically, she's a pretty girl. All of the stuff that he's giving her, somebody else can give her that. They could probably triple it, and they can give her commitment. You get what I'm saying? Like she doesn't need to waste her time. Like, girl, like, you get what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, if a guy really wants you, he's not going to let you walk away. He does not want you, okay? Commitment is only scary for men who are scared of accountability, okay? And scared of all the shit that comes with commitment. For the most part, it seemed like everybody was kind of like, it was a healthy balance of, we both don't see each other like that. We both don't really have feelings for each other. We don't see this going anywhere. So like, that's about it. But in their case, they were really the focal point of this video, and really she just needs to remove herself before she gets devastated. She probably already has been devastated, but she needs to really move away from that. So that's gonna be it for this video. I think I'm gonna be reacting more to the Jubilee videos. I kind of like these. A little bit triggering, a little bit of PTSD, but that's okay. We're gonna probably find another video. Montana has sent me a plethora, so there will definitely be another video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.